Hi, I wanted to do a follow-up with my hydroponic garden and just share with you some of the things I have learned and maybe give you some tips so you don't have to learn like me. First of all, I added a trellis up top for my climbing things. My tomatoes, my green beans will all be climbing. You can see some green beans right in there. Everything in here was started from seed. I tried to start them in the house in a pan with the little cubes here, and then all of my starts when I brought them out died. So I live in Southern California. I've just been starting out in the open air and it seems to work. My lettuce, some of them I'll start in the little cubes here, and some of them I just put a little seed in here, make sure that it's touching the water, and it seems to work okay. I've had a little bit of problem with algae on the tops of my plugs, and I learned that grapeseed oil is supposed to be good for that, and it did reduce the greenness of the algae of my plugs. So I suggest that you only use like 8 to 11 drops in your sump. My sump is just a Costco storage box here. So I think it's, 12, 15 gallons. So I don't use that much. Everything is coming right along. The only other thing is, for me, I've had to level out my setup as I go. Sometimes my pipes have gotten heavy, so I've had to actually use a pool tile that came off of our hot tub to level it out as needed. So if you put in a nice strong base here, you'll be fine. Otherwise, you may want to level it out when you get drips or leaks. That has helped me a lot. Just, placing extra things in between the pipe and the support. Other than that, I planted some potatoes and onions and carrots because they're root vegetables, and I've never heard of them working in hydroponics. My potatoes, the starts of them got pretty soggy, so I am using those. And I pulled some strawberries from my yard and they seem to be doing fine. I also got some strawberry seed roots from the store. I've had them in for about 2 weeks now and nothing, so I don't know if they're bad or if they're just not going to start here. Other than that, hopefully your garden is doing well. The lettuce tastes amazing. It's so fun to come out here and just pull some off of the system. Only other thing is I'm using 2 different ways of planting. I'm using the plugs and the clay pellets, and then sometimes I'm just using the rubber, I don't know what they're called, rubber plugs. Both seem to work fine. I think I am getting more partial to this way though. It allows for the stem of the plant to expand a little bit easier. And I think the only thing that I would do differently is I would have drilled more holes that were this size, the larger size, because once my plants get big, you can see down here, they really are kind of stuffed in to that area. They do okay, but I would have liked to have given the roots a little more room. And that's about it. I am loving this whole thing. It's so fun.